How is Paraguay compared to other Latin American countries? We're going to compare 11 different aspects to see where Paraguay stands. Argentina, Colombia, Brazil, even Latin America, let's consider Mexico. Where does Paraguay stand? What can you expect? I've been a permanent resident of Paraguay for years. On my way to the citizenship, I talked to lawyers, to immigration officers. With our team, we've helped dozens of investors and business owners move to Paraguay, their residency and their tax residency, while they can keep traveling the world and enjoy paying 0% taxes. And if we count our partners in Paraguay, boots on the ground, they helped more than 1,000 cases successfully get into Paraguay. So I know a few things we can say about this country, and here I have some of my notes on the different points I want to discuss about Paraguay and compare it to other Latin American countries. I've been traveling for over 3 years. I've been traveling non-stop since November 2019, over 30 countries, 150 cities, many of those in Latin America. So I have not just knowledge, but wisdom, real life experience on these places. The first one is no income required to get temporary residency. That is true. It's one of the easiest paper residencies you can get in Paraguay compared to, for example, Mexico, where if you want permanent residency, you need to prove some income. Panama is also getting more difficult to get the residency compared to some years before. So Paraguay, it's an excellent one. Number two, hard to obtain citizenship. This is also true, and it's not the easiest. I mean, if you want ease and you have spare $150,000, $200,000, go to a Caribbean passport. It's going to be expedited in 4 to 6 months. Go to Turkey and invest $400,000 in real estate, unless they change it again. Who knows? But at least today, $400,000 in real estate gets you a Turkish citizenship in 3 months, and you need to keep the real estate, but you know, it's fast. Paraguay is not fast. It's hard to obtain, there's bureaucracy, you need to have context to accelerate things. Everything about Paraguay and citizenship is discussed in another video that is gonna be linked over here at the end of this one. So you can check it there in detail. Number three, easy to rent a property. That is true. That is true. One, it's affordable, and number two, there's huge real estate development. Every time that I go to the capital, to Asunción, I see new towers popping up. It's like, wow. So sunsets are amazing, rooftops are popular, people love that experience. I highly recommend it if you go to Paraguay. And finding property, it's as well very easy and convenient. Number four, hard to enroll kids in school. For that one, I would say ask somebody who has kids and are in Paraguay. There are some accounts in X that fulfill these two requirements. I don't have kids as of today, and I never had a client asking, Miquel, what school should I bring my kid to in Paraguay? I don't know. So yeah, for that one, you can ask other accounts like Latin Haven, where this video, by the way, is inspired by, because these are the points that he mentioned of one of his posts, and I'm seeing if I really believe they are true or not. Then number five, limited landscape and climate variety. I mean, limited landscape, yes. It's a very flat country. They say they have mountains. It's so funny. They say, tenemos los cerros. Well, they pronounce with this accent. Tenemos los cerros, señor. Aquí en Paraguay, los cerritos ahí están. Bueno, they talk like this in Spanish. So the accent is something that you love or you're gonna hate. Like, there's no middle in between. That's a side note. But what they call the cerros, like these little mountains, are literally like hills. It's not even a mountain. Like the highest mountain in Paraguay is nothing, it's flat. So landscape variety, I mean, yes, it's not like Brazil where you have a huge continent, or you go to Colombia, you also saw me there in some other videos, like exploring nature, lush, incredible. Yeah, it's not Paraguay. It's pretty much the same all around the country, and remember, there's only one big city with these Asunción, the capital, right? Then you have San Bernardino and a few little rural towns around, but yeah, there's not much variety. So this is true. Then number six, cars and electronics are less expensive. That is true. It's incredible when you go to electronic shops to buy cameras. I bought lenses for cameras to shoot, microphones, even laptops, phones. All of these, it's so affordable compared to go to the neighbor country, go to Brazil, and the import fees are ridiculous. You go to Costa Rica, it's hell. So Paraguay is a good place for that, that's true. Then number 7, residents are not taxed on foreign sourced income. That is true. That's why only Paraguay, Uruguay, and then Panama are the territorial tax countries. Then you have Costa Rica as well, but it's more difficult. The best one in paper to get 0% tax residency on any foreign sourced income is Paraguay. By far, of all of the ones that I mentioned. It is unbelievable how easy the fulfillment of the requirements are for accounting and taxes and everything in Paraguay. So Argentina, hell, Brazil, where do I start? You go to Colombia, to Venezuela, it's just like a pain. Because again, there's legislation of what in theory is possible, you know, how they can tax you in those countries that are not territorial tax countries. You are taxed on any worldwide income you generate. So because you are a first-class citizen watching this channel, well, you are successful, I'm assuming already. You're probably making 7 figures, 8 figures. Some of our clients are even 9-figure entrepreneurs and business owners. Therefore, it's not great to be taxed on all the money all of your companies generate anywhere in the world. Therefore, Paraguay is a great option. Number 8, there's a 5% on crypto to cash conversions, off-ramping. There are multiple services, peer-to-peer, even some small companies that allow you to exchange your crypto for cash, basically dollars or guaraníes, the local currency in Paraguay. And the standard is a 5%. Maybe you have, you know, good relationship with the person or the company, they give you up to 3%. However, that is possible in Paraguay. It's not the lowest fee. You can find other countries, usually Argentina. You can find people doing it for 1%. I know another provider in Dubai, the UAE, that also does it for 1%, crypto to cash. So Paraguay is a bit more expensive, but hey, they do it if you need it. Number 9, it is less sophisticated than other capitals. If you go to Buenos Aires, Sao Paulo, if you go to Rio, even Balneario Camboriú in Brazil, there are many other cities in Latin America, Mexico City, wow, compared to Asunción, Paraguay. Can be disappointing, you know, it's really second, third world, 2.5 there in between. You can see some footage here on the screen of how the streets look like as of today with all the electricity cables, some of the sidewalks that are destroyed, half. So yeah, it's not wow, the impeccable Dubai or the cleanness or the organization of other more developed cities. Which brings me to point number 10, it's less developed as well. In general, restaurants, hotels are pretty good, the private sector, but everything that is the public sector in Paraguay, you might be a bit disappointed. So it's a place you want to have your residency, your tax residency, even your citizenship in the future, which I explained in other videos of this channel, how to get all of this. However, to live, you might consider it some months of the year, but maybe not the full year in Asunción, Paraguay. And number 11, I'm gonna give you a number 12 as well, that you're gonna like. 11 is that the environment is somewhat polluted. I mean, this is written in the post. I agree, but it's not like super like this, like Istanbul, Turkey, that you smell the cars and then everybody's smoking. You know, there's a lot of green. There are green lungs, parks, Ñuguazú, there's botanical areas, like very beautiful in Asunción, Paraguay, and I would say I didn't have any issue every time that I went. So still, depends on the area. It's gonna be different, the historical center of Asunción or Villamorra neighborhood. If you want to know all of the neighborhoods, my review, what I think about each one of them, you can also check this channel. And from your screen, in 15 minutes, decide where is the best place for you to choose your accommodation when you land there. So you don't fuck up with that and land somewhere and feel like, this neighborhood looked great in pictures, but I forgot to see Miquel's video and then I regret it. So that's gonna be in another video of this channel. Finally, number 12, this is the bonus. You as a resident can buy unlimited weapons, guns, ammunition. So in case you like to be able to defend yourself, defend your family, have guns to shoot at the range just for fun, Paraguay is a fantastic place for that. This is all for today's video. If you want to know more about residency, tax residency, how to combine it with LLCs, LLPs, trust, holding companies, offshore companies, bank accounts, all of this in Paraguay, it's a great place to plant a flag and make it one of your countries in your sovereign plan as a grandmaster, I recommend this one over here as a complement to the one you just watched. Miquel Gironès, Big Extraordinary. Adeu, and I'll see you over here.